Today's show, I want to talk about triggers. I had a pretty major trigger this week. Some personal issues I had to deal with. And I want to tell you what it is and a few things that I did, how to go about dealing with it. Okay, and I got my son here with me, T-Man. He's going to be asking me some questions, and I do have some notes because there's a couple things that are pretty important I just can't BS about. And please like, share, subscribe, hit the like button. We've almost hit the 100 mark. Thank you so much. What happened a couple days ago is I got a phone call from my dad in a panic, and my mom wasn't doing well, and I think he thought she was having a stroke or something. So we rushed home, and she was just laying there scared and shaking. I ended up calling the ambulance. Sister showed up, and the ambulance came, and they did an assessment, got her in the hospital. They did the DC Ambulance Corps did a tremendous job. They're super nice people. Got her to the hospital and into emergency. So to make a long story short, after running blood tests, ECG, CT scan, some more in-depth blood tests, and really good interview with the emergency physician who did an absolutely fantastic job. Lovely lady. Basically ended up that we found out my mom had delirium, and we weren't sure if it was dementia, but it is kind of a form of dementia. And then we weren't really sure how serious it could be. Okay. Well, what I should do is explain what is delirium. Basically, delirium is a mental state in which you're confused, disoriented, and able not to think or remember correctly. It usually starts suddenly, often temporarily, and treatable. And there's three main types: hypoactive, hyperactive, and mixed. The hypoactive is that you're not active, you seem sleepy. Hyperactive is you're quite restless and agitated. And mixed is a combination of both. Now, with my mom's case, and after finding out, that's what the diagnosis was, first thing I did was got into Google, checking out things on the Mayo Clinic, trying to understand exactly what was going on, and then trying to figure out why this was happening to my mom. And the one thing that became apparently clear, that she hasn't been eating properly, the proper fat content and protein content of food. She wasn't drinking any water due to her OCD, only drinking Boost. So it just wasn't good. And she also had a COVID shot that might have triggered it off. The main causes of delirium are multiple things. It can be caused from alcohol, dehydration, electrolyte imbalance, which is what she was going through, dementia, which is a slight possibility. She wasn't hospitalized, possibly a urinary tract infection, I'm not sure. Her medications, sleep deprivation, because she doesn't sleep properly and she's quite agitated all the time. No organ failure or poisoning that I was aware of, and also mental illness issues. So what I found as I'm going through all this stuff and discovering this stuff is I found it kind of hard to take, Because my mom, she had issues with things when I was growing up and whatnot, and she straightened herself around. She became quite obsessed with her health, and she had a strong belief that she needed no fat in her diet, huge vegetable-based salads, barely ate any meat or fish. She would take her fish oil, but she would only listen to the people at the health food store, the dietitian. I don't believe the information, it wasn't given out of neglect, but I don't believe it's really accurate to what I've found out for myself. So with the pressure of possibly losing my mom this week and not knowing, I kind of almost said, basically fuck it on my diet. There goes a lot of pressure, there's a lot of emotions going on. It's really, really tough. But as I got into my research on what was possibly causing it, what it did is reaffirm to me, and I'm not a medical doctor, I can't give any advice on this, that I was really on the right path with what I'm doing. It's so important to have adequate protein and fats in your diet and cholesterol for your brain. I just find it so sad, in my belief, that people really, really are misled on this topic. It's just sad. Watching what my mom has gone through is brutal. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. This issue has been going on for years. It's just not good. But again, I took something that was possibly a very negative influence. I turned it into something inadvertently by researching it, turning into reinforcing my belief in what I'm doing for myself, and why I'm even doing this channel, to try and help others by putting myself out there. If you don't have good physical health, you don't have good mental health. It really leads into one another. It goes back and forth. It's all about your thinking. It's why you got to keep putting the work in every day to improve the whole you. It's just not the diet. What would you like? Anything else, son?
Nope.
Well, again, I would just like to say that, it looks like my mom's gonna come out of this. Out of it became a huge positive, and I hope many of you people, really listen to what I had to say and take heart to it. I mean, I can't be silly on these videos all the time, right? And yeah, anyways, I wish you all the best of luck. Remember, to be a good carnivore, good stoic, just a good person, be kind. Don't pass judgment on anybody. Take 110% responsibility for your own issues in your own life. If you can do that, you can carry on forward much quicker and much better, and take care of yourself. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.